All right, guys, so if you are here, you know why you clicked on this video, and that is because I made the video title about me getting this native SLAYER LTE kayak. It's a 10-foot kayak, and I just want to quickly discuss why I chose this kayak. And I'll tell you, I used to have a SLAYER Max Propel, the big 12-foot one, super heavy, and it was a great kayak. I loved the pedal drive. I loved everything about it. The only thing I didn't love about it was the fact that it was freaking heavy. But at the time, I did not have this boat. And once I bought this boat, I realized that I really had no use for that big, clunky, heavy kayak with all those accessories. And I kind of got more into the bare bones type of stuff when I'm kayaking. So I got these Jackson Coosa kayaks, and I use those primarily for the creek and loved how light and you can just take them wherever. And recently, I had been looking for a pedal-driven kayak that I could take to the creeks and small rivers that I love to fish here in Kentucky. And I looked at a bunch of different kayaks. I looked at the Pro Angler, definitely not light. I looked at the Outback, the Hobie Outback. And I'll tell you guys, the main thing that made me want to go with this was the fact that I've seen so many problems with Hobies. And I know their pedal drive system is really efficient, but the reliability factor, especially on the 360 drive, is just not there. So I saw that this come out. It's light, it's maneuverable. I hear that the rudder on it is great, and this thing just like scoots around on a dime, and it's perfect for what I want to keep something light, simple for fishing small creeks and rivers with a pedal drive kayak. Let's take a look at this thing. Starting at the bow, you see the SLAYER LTE. I got this green color. It's kind of different, but I like it. You got a really nice handle up here in the front, and I like that. All right, and then I really like the hatch. The front hatch is a lot better. It's not that old way that they had, like the really thin plastic. It's got these new handles on here for doing the latches, and these are way better than those pull tab ones. Those pull tab ones, man, like, they were really hard, especially when it was cold out, and they would get really sticky. So you got this. You can open this up. Looks really nice down in here. Doesn't have like a, insert or anything, but it'd be nice if you're going kayak camping. You could put stuff in a waterproof bag, throw it in there, and have you some nice storage. These are used also. These kind of clamps are used on the drive itself and to lock the drive down right there. It's got that same old drive that we're all used to, the reliability of the native, and I've got a good video on doing maintenance on that, so I'm really familiar with the things on this kayak. It's got the scupper plugs and everything in there, good to go. This is for your rudder release. It's got the new drop-down rudder system on this that's supposed to turn on a dime. You've got that really comfy seat, and it's it's just got all the basic features that you could want in a kayak, but nothing too crazy, and it's super light. Like, if you take off the seat in the drive, you can easily pick this thing up and car top it, and that's one thing I love about it. You've got that front-facing rod holder here so that you can tie off and rig your baits and all that stuff. And then you've got two rear tank well rod holders that are built into the kayak there. Nice flat tank well space where you can put your crate or whatever. And like I said, I plan on keeping this really bare bones and simple. If anything, I might put like a small graph on it. I'm not sure yet, but I just want to keep this portable, easy to take down to the creek and go use for fishing the creek and stuff. In the back here, you've got a little access there with a little waterproof storage area. You've got the rudder right there, and then you've got a little cutout area to use if you want to mount like a motor and run the cabling through. You've got the nice mounting area here for putting a motor. Nice carry handles here built in, and I like how they have like the rubberized handles now. You don't have to replace these anymore. It used to be like that foam stuff and it just fall apart. You've got that rudder back here, and it actually swings down. You can see there that it has a pivot built into it, so it can swing down whenever you let that loose there. Just overall, a really nice kayak. The rudder feels a lot better than the old one. I will say that on the old one that I had, the Slayer Max, like I had one of the first ones of those, and the cords and cabling would get really loose and it was a mess. But this one seems a lot nicer. Then on the bottom here, I want to show you guys that on the bottom, you got where the drive comes down. And then another thing that I like that probably a lot of you will be like, why do you like that? Is it's just simple. It's got where the cord can come down for your sonar. You got a little clip here for that, and then a place to put your sonar if you want to put one on here. And you know, the thing that I like about that is the fact that this thing is light and simple. It's just simple and light, and that's what keeps it light, is that it is simple. And on the fancier versions of like the Max series of this kayak, you'll see it has these like little rod tip covers here. But I want to show you why I think those are absolutely ridiculous. Because this is a 6.5 foot rod here. And you can see that my 6.5 foot rod goes over the tip of the kayak. For me to be able to put my rod in one of those rod tip protectors, it had to be all the way back like that. All the way back like that. And I just don't think it's really practical. So, I don't know. It's just me. I like how bare bones and simple this is. This is going to be a great kayak for getting out on the creeks and rivers, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you all. I do have a couple projects that I have going on right now. I got my new LiveScope graft mount there that I built recently. I'm working on recarpeting the boat. I'm working on this. Like, I've got all kinds of stuff going on, so you're going to want to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned to my channel, because I got a lot of stuff coming up, and I plan on getting this out shortly and sharing that with you all. But sorry for the squeaky wheels, because the wheels in the bus don't just go round and round, but they also squeak a lot. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.